What is going on YouTube? Welcome back to a new YouTube video. And today we had bench. It's 2 days, I believe, after my squat and board press PR. So I was pretty hyped for the session because I obviously hoped the PR train to not stop. We also started off with bench. I felt very okay. I didn't feel amazing, to be honest. Had a bit of an issue with the previously mentioned lower back / hip issue I currently am facing. It's right above the hip or gluteus and in my lower back, and it's cramping up a bit during bench. But due to excessive warm-ups, I guess I was able to manage it, and it was okay. On a scale 1 to 10, I would say it was probably like a 2. Anyways, the top set felt very good. It's a bit shaky at the bottom, but it moved exceptionally well, and I was super surprised of how well I was able to push it out, and it almost was effortless to lock out the weight. And this is a big personal PR. I believe I only hit that weight once in my life for a triple. So bench is definitely going some places, and for the back offs we hit 4x5 with 135, just easy enough to still stimulate and get the work in. But as you can see, they also flew up, which I'm very happy about. I have to say, bench has been very linear, or the progress on bench has been very linear in the past few days and months, and I think I mainly have to credit the patient build-up that I did over a couple of blocks for that. Because I believe I started with 5s with 120 something 4 blocks ago, and that was basically my top set, right? So I had like a top set of 5 with 127 or something, top set of 5 with 135, and now it's my back offs, and I really kept the loads from an RP perspective very light and gave myself enough space to create the momentum and create the progression rate on bench. Now we move over to the second exercise, which was deadlift deadlifts. I put them in this block mainly to work some more on my hammies. I don't know about you guys, but my hammies are lacking so hard. I think I just have the basic average powerlifting physique with all quads and no hamstrings, which is not that optimal because the hammies play a crucial part actually, especially on deadlifts and stuff. So definitely keen on bringing them up, and hence I put this exercise here in just to focus on squeezing the hammies and creating the tension on my back. The second, I guess, also benefit of this exercise would be also that I get to work some more on creating the back stiffness and focusing a bit on keeping my lower back tight and straight. Also great perk, because that will obviously also translate to my normal deadlifts. The next exercise was heavy incline dumbbell presses. I have a funny story there too. I asked my gym manager to get, because I know him and we talk sometimes, and he asked me what kind of stuff he should, and I desperately am in need for heavier dumbbells, because as you can see, I'm basically maxing out the current dumbbells they have there, which is 50 kgs. I don't know what it is in pound. What is that in pound? Maybe like 110 pounds, something like that. And they're very easy. I would love for a pair of 55s and 60s so I can keep this exercise in, because that's another exercise that I fell in love with over the past few months, because it helped my upper chest so much. Then we move on to pull-ups. Very happy that I got my sets here in today too. Felt unreasonably strong, even though I remember on that day it was so hot and I could barely grip or hold my grip on the bar there. I believe I even took my straps for the 4th set. High rows which is gonna be the last exercise I filmed at least. I believe I also did single leg ham curls and a core exercise, might have been side planks on that day too, but I really tried being fast due to the fact that it was very, very hot and people started to get in. So that's I guess downside of training in a commercial gym is that at some point it's gonna fill up and people will start coming to train. And if that commercial gym doesn't have an AC and is hot as a sauna and people are then also training there, so all the oxygen is also going to get used up, it's a very, very, very intense training environment to be in. Because it's one thing if it's very hot, but it's another thing if there are many people too and you can't really, or you really feel that you're breathing in like used up air. It's not so nice and you will get depleted very quickly. The high rows were very nice. Once again, after the pull-ups, it's really about squeezing the already worked up lats. I also liked that you can basically stretch and curl or like pull your lats in as much as possible in this exercise. So that's why it's one of my favorites ones for a solid lat development. And with that, guys, I wish you all the love, all the power. Have a good one.